A bit over a month ago, Asta finally got a transformation in the series, and with all of his attributes, strength, speed, durability being amplified by the anti-magic form, he is able to defeat Spirit Ladros. Now, that Asta has a new transformation, people want to know how strong is he, and one of the biggest questions is, can Asta defeat Licht? So in this video, I'll be going over feats and statements from the anime, and give my analysis on who I think would win in a fight between Black Asta from episode 63 and Licht from episode 36. Now that will be the majority of my video, but the other part of my video will be comparing Black Asta from the manga to Licht. I'll warn you before I get to that part of the video so that you guys won't have to be spoiled of how strong Asta currently is in the manga. I put a lot of work into this video, guys, so it would be very much appreciated if you left a like, subscribed, and also turn on notifications to be notified every time I upload a Black Clover video. Also, the comment sections below is open and free if you want to voice your disagreements with me. Anyways, let's get in this video of who would win, Black Asta or Licht. Now, I know this is a huge question because he's the leader of the Eye of the Midnight Sun. And because of that, a lot of you believe Licht is stronger than the Third Eye, and that Licht is the strongest villain in the series so far. Another reason people think that he's the strongest villain is because he took on Captain Yami and would have defeated him had an amped Ghosh not intervened with his mirror magic. And Licht having light magic also makes a lot of you believe he is the quasi Wizard King level mage. But I hate to break it to you guys, Licht's power is overrated quite a bit in the series, at least in the anime. He really isn't that strong based on what we've seen. Now, this is in no way means he's weak. He's very powerful, just weaker than what a lot of people think or what a lot of people say. The Third Eye are without a doubt more powerful than him. I actually recently made a video on the Third Eye and why are they more powerful than him, so I'm not going to go in depth in this video on why they are stronger, but I'll link that video down below so you can cross-reference when this video is over. Now, one issue with Black Clover is it doesn't really show in depth the progression of Asta's power, strength, or speed, so it's hard to believe that Asta's gotten much stronger over the course of the series, and you might think, oh, there's no way that Asta has gotten strong enough to fight Licht. But he gets stronger from arc to arc. So because of how hard it is to track how strong Asta's gotten, I understand if it's hard for you to see Asta defeating Licht this early in the anime. I mean, when we first saw Asta, he couldn't even react to suppressed Licht's light magic. Then there's no way that he got that much stronger by the end of the Witch's Forest arc, right? But just remember that Asta couldn't use Ki at the time of his first encounter with Licht, which is a pretty big thing for Asta. It lets him react to magic attacks a lot faster, and he can also sense people's Ki as a replacement for sensing their mana. Now, Asta is able to sneak attack Licht, who was taken off guard. Now, he wasn't at his full power here, but he was currently getting healed, so he still had probably a high portion of his power. And he couldn't sense Asta through the smoke, but still, Asta was several feet away from him, and he was already faced towards him, but couldn't react to him in time. Now, this in no way means that Asta at this point in the anime could defeat him. It just shows his already good improvement over the course of just a couple episodes. Now, by the time of the Witch's Forest arc's happenings, Asta is much stronger, although it's really hard to quantify. We know that in the background, Asta is always training as he has to. He doesn't have mana to train, so he physically trains his body. Not only does Asta get physical training, but he also gets an amp from the Witch Queen and her blood magic, when she heals his arms and she says she'll make Asta stronger. Which makes sense. When we lift weights, it pumps blood into the muscles and causes them to repair bigger and stronger. So it totally makes sense that Asta is stronger now, and even when he is hugged by his allies, they notice that he is built like a tank now, and that he feels so strong that it was as if he was using reinforcement magic. So Black Asta has only fought one dude so far, and that is Ladros, more importantly, Spirit Ladros. So in order to compare Black Asta to Licht, I need to compare Ladros to Licht and show you how strong Ladros is, and show you that because of how strong Ladros is, if Asta can beat him, then he can also beat Licht. Now, Asta is so strong that he's able to defeat Fauna with the help of his allies, and then runs into Ladros. Now, Ladros is constantly downplayed by the community, and I really don't know why. He's one of the 8 Shining Generals, which means he's one of the Diamond Kingdom's equivalent to a Magic Knight captain. Although this doesn't mean he is as strong or stronger than all captains of the Clover Kingdom, he should be at least close to their league. Ladros should not be downplayed. He was so powerful that not even a Mars and Fonzel Kruger team-up could defeat him. Based on the lore of Ladros, there shouldn't be an issue with him being stronger than the Third Eye or Licht. Ladros was an experiment of the Diamond Kingdom, and even as a kid, had higher mana than anyone else in the Diamond Kingdom. As a kid, let alone as an adult. As an adult now, with experiments done to him, with his magic amount would be ridiculous, and pair that up with the magic gems emblazoned into his body, he should be a menace. Needless to mention that in physical strength alone, Ladros is the 5th strongest mage in Black Clover. So it makes sense with all of this that Ladros is in the same league as most captains of the Clover Kingdom. Also, Ladros can use magic without absorbing any. I've seen people say that he isn't that great without absorbing magic, but no, he can actually make magic attacks of his own, and even use magic reinforcement without absorbing the magic from other people's attacks. Now, Ladros is able to, at one point, absorb an attack from Spirit, Fauna, and Funzel, which at first makes everyone think he is dead until he comes back, and Asta fights him. Now, this leads to a fight of Asta versus amped Ladros, and Ladros throws a barrage of laser attacks at Asta, as to which he blocks and deflects them right back at Ladros, but he's able to reabsorb them. Basically because Ladros was forcing Asta to play the long-range game, there was no way for Asta to be able to defeat him, because Asta is a close-range fighter at this point in the series. Asta even admits that he cannot defeat Ladros, but eventually Asta throws his sword and it hits Ladros, relieving him of most of his magic power. In a worried frenzy, he takes Fauna at gunpoint, and she gives him her spirit power, which gives birth to Spirit Ladros. Spirit Ladros is far stronger and faster in every single way. In Black Clover, if you increase your mana, you are now faster, stronger, and more durable. As Spirit Ladros takes a shot at Asta with his magic bullets, and it is so fast that Asta couldn't even track it with ki when it hit him. It is interesting to point out that none of Fauna's attacks while in her third eye state, combined with the Spirit, were fast enough so that Asta couldn't read it with ki. This means that Spirit Ladros is faster than Fauna, and now Veto too. It is important to note that both base Veto and Fauna must be relative to the speed of Licht's light magic. This is because both Veto and Fauna in their base forms can defeat Licht in a battle. In order to do that, they need to be at least have a relative speed to him. In Black Clover, if someone is too fast, you can't beat them. You must be at least somewhat close to them in speed. So, the Third Eye don't have to be faster than Licht, they need to be at least close to him. And if the Third Eye are close to Licht in speed, and Spirit Ladros is much faster than the Third Eye, this means that Spirit Ladros is likely faster than Licht. And not only this, but Spirit Ladros is probably far, far faster than both Third Eye Veto and Third Eye Spirit Fauna, which very likely means that Spirit Ladros is faster than Licht. Now, even if you want to scale that Asta was able to attack Licht from several feet away before he could react, then you could easily scale that so that Asta is now faster, because both in the manga and the anime, Black Asta is faster than Spirit Ladros. This is even more insinuated in the anime, but in the manga, Ladros uses a combo move of an attack that also propels him away from Asta, but Asta just lunges through it and catches up to him, defeating him. Now, I know people say that light magic is the fastest magic. It definitely is one of the fastest, but like I explained in my light magic video, it isn't always the fastest. Other magic types can be faster than light through sheer hard work and mana increases. So yeah, Spirit Ladros is at least as fast as Licht, but likely much faster. And Black Asta is much faster than Spirit Ladros. I'm going to provide a scale here. We have Licht at the bottom, then base Veto and Fauna, then Third Eye, Fauna and Veto here, and then Spirit Ladros. Yes, Spirit Ladros is stronger than Spirit Fauna. When he gets the Spirit, Fontaine states it is the highest magic power he has ever felt, and that the power surpassed the Spirit. For all intents and purposes, it does, because like I said, he is faster than Fauna was with the Spirit. So we have Asta, who is physically stronger than Licht, far faster than Licht, the anti-magic making him stronger as well as in his black form, and now with the ability to fly. And the possibility for him to now use long-range attacks, he's going to have every advantage over Licht. Like I said, he's faster, better reaction time, and his magic will cancel out whatever Licht will throw at him. Asta will be fast enough to block, counter, or reflect any of Licht's attacks. Even Licht's most powerful spell, Ray of Divine Punishment, which is also his fastest spell, it's going to be useless against Black Asta. Because even if you make the argument that Licht is faster than him, which really has no supporting evidence, Asta could blitz through the attack, just like with Spirit Ladros' attack, and he could one-shot Licht. So that is pretty much it for the argument here. Now let's get into some of the manga spoilers, because even if you don't agree with me, you pretty much have to agree with me, at least with manga Black Asta, that he could defeat Licht. But for you anime onlys, thanks for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe and comment your thoughts down below. But anyways, into the manga spoilers. Base Asta has only gotten stronger in the manga, as after he went Black Asta the first time, the Witch Queen would heal him again, giving him even more physical boosts. The very damning evidence that Asta can defeat Licht is that he actually went into combat against Raya alongside Mereoleona. He was able to speed blitz Raya when he was about to self-destruct, and then knock him back dozens of feet with a sheer punch. This is important because Raya gave the speed of Asta a compliment. He didn't think he would be able to blitz him. Remember, Raya didn't even compliment Charlotte's speed, and we're talking about a base Asta here. not an anti-magic amped Asta. Also, this shows that Asta punching Raya and knocking him back shows that base Asta is far stronger than a lot of people think, because this wasn't anti-magic. This was a sheer physical punch. Now, Raya's copy magic works in the way that he copies their magic and reverts it to his own and increases his speed and power through his own high mana pool. This means that since Raya is stronger than Patri, his light magic is going to be faster and more powerful. And Elf Raya is going to be even further faster, yet base Asta is able to deflect these light magic beams combined with spatial magic. Then when 5 elves, 3 of them former royal knights, one being a captain and the other being Raya, who was at least captain level before his elf form, they do a unification spell and launch it at Mereoleona to kill her. This unification spell between 5 mages is able to be deflected by Asta into Zora's trap magic and launched back twice, which means it was multiplied to be at least 4 times stronger through the trap amplification, and Asta just hit it back at the elves. Now, people say that Asta doesn't need to be that strong to be able to deflect these attacks, but it's actually likely that Asta does need to be strong enough to deflect these attacks, or else there really is no point for him to get physically stronger. This is also backed up that when Asta was gonna want to block Patri's Divine Ray of Punishment earlier in the manga, Yami could sense the magic power of the attack and Asta's physical power through Ki, was able to tell that if Asta tried to deflect that attack, he would just die and the sword would be the only thing left. Now, you could say that it's because of the size of the attack being bigger than the sword, but that isn't really a valid claim, as the attack from the elves, the unification spell, is roughly the same size of Patri's attack, yet Asta was able to deflect that. This means it is likely that the power of Asta's swing, combined with the heavy weight of the sword, is able to deflect attacks that are stronger than Patri's own attack. Then when Black Asta is fighting alongside Elfino against real Licht, he breaks his limits again. There really is no way that fake Licht Patri from episode 36 can compete with Black Asta from the anime, and especially the manga. Now, there is one counterpoint to this, and that is in the manga recently, Gauche was able to spread his magic around, which caused Black Asta's form to go after that magic instead of him, therefore wasting the Black Asta form. But the thing with that is, Gauche is a genius, and he figured out Asta's black form, and even then, we don't know if Gauche would have been able to defeat Black Asta, because the fight was interrupted. Maybe Asta would find a way out of that, and even then, what's he gonna do? Gauche can't attack from that, because then Asta's just gonna let his black form go for Gauche. Like I was saying, Patri is not gonna know that. He doesn't know how the black form works. Or what I'm saying is, if they met on a random battlefield, he's not gonna know. So yeah, I think that Black Asta could defeat Patri from episode 36. Patri, I do believe, has gotten stronger in the manga, so I'm not going to say anything about Black Asta defeating current Patri. But what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me or disagree with me? Let me know down below your thoughts. Please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Plus...